Welcome, everyone. A little extra. The starters for Utah. Collier and Bailey man the backcourt. Walker Kessler out there with Filipowski. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. And for Phoenix, they've got MP. Jalen Green is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Williams in at the 5. Shams, some were puzzled when the Suns acquired not one, but 2 7-footers on draft night.
That surprised a lot of people, BA. And we're seeing some teams really start to platoon these quality centers, continuing to stockpile size. But sometimes those 7-footers can be played off the floor. So I'm curious, can Kaman Malawach and Mark Williams potentially play together in years to come? And which approach wins out? 7-footers on the court, off the court, that's all going to be in play in Phoenix.
Going to be a fascinating case study. Maybe the game is changing a little bit.
We'll see. You can play a couple bigs. Minnesota has done it in past years. New York's done it in the past. We'll see exactly how Phoenix wants to handle this.
A nice shot by Filipowski. Here's Booker. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach for the Suns. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said, we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Brian, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now, so the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
And it's Utah with the ball after Phoenix picked up the 3 with their last shot. Bailey, the pass to Filipowski. Markkanen with it. 6 on the shot clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Pass to Bailey. It's Markkanen on the wing. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And Shams, you're on TV probably more than ever. Is that challenging? I mean, how often do you have to shave every day?
Yeah, BA, I always got to be camera ready. And in season, particularly with the Luka Doncic trade, that happened so late at night that I knew at 11 p.m. Central Time I had to be ready. And for me, of course, interacting with my sources and getting information is one thing, but being TV ready, being ready to be on camera, it keeps me busier than ever. I know I have to be ready 24/7, 365.
You always look good, Shams. You're always ready for TV, man.
BA, I'm just trying to be like you, man.
Until Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
BA, remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore. Phoenix leading by 11. And here's MP from outside. They get it back. Outside for Green. Knocks down the triple.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
The Jazz have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And even if he doesn't have the wider frame some guys do, Bailey's not going to let contact keep him from finishing.
And here's MP from outside. The shot no good. Shams, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the new TV deals. You think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn. And a lot of this is around social media and around the internet and around their young consumers and young fans.
Here's Collier after Phoenix picked up the three with their last shot. And stolen by Williams. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Pass to Bailey. Markkanen for three. The rebound by MP. MP's got his fourth rebound in this one. Green with the ball. Picked up by Markkanen. Outside Booker. Inside. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Bailey. Pass to Kessler. Tipped. 6 to shoot. And there's Bailey. That one's good. On the assist from Collier. Bailey's got 5 now.
Well, Bailey is a shot-making machine, particularly off the catch at this stage.
And here's MP from outside. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Suns ahead. They lead by 14. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. We welcome you back. It's a completely new group for the Suns. A different look here for Utah. Williams is out there with MP. Then it's Green. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Brooks in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
I like how assertive MP is down there. No question that he's got the skills to score in the paint.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. Three-pointer. Williams grabs the board.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back to you guys.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Well, we know you got to get going, but thanks, Shams. As always, it's been fun and informative, my friend.
DA, no problem. Always glad to join, but I got to go. I got to get to this team.
Man's got things to do. Always a pleasure to have Shams drop in. He knows everything that's going on in the league.
Well, he's really connected, and he has great instincts. It's almost like he can sniff out a story better than anyone.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
The Suns lead by 7. Booker looking around. From deep, MP. Oh, another miss by MP. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Filipowski. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
For his position, Booker does a solid job moving the ball. He's got great passing instincts.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Bailey. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Markkanen. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. 7-point differential. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler. There's 10 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
There you go, MP. Hammer it home, young fella.
Here's Collier. Oh, Booker with a block. And it's going to be out of bounds with the Jazz retaining possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
For 3, Collier. And we finished off one half of play. Suns ahead, leading by 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
You know, you think about the word power. It's like pow, and then kind of aggressive, don't you think?
I like that. Well, Ernie, the more...
All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Utah Jazz.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. Appreciate you joining.
And we're ready to get this second half of our Halloween broadcast going. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
And Legs, is someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years. Who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis, they stand out to me as well.
First team all-defense, Tony Allen.
Year in, year out, a nightmare to go up against.
So the Utah 5 right now. Collier and Bailey man the backcourt. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Kessler in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Pass to Bailey. Now here's Markkanen. And here's Filipowski. Here's Bailey. Green covering. Here's Bailey. He's got 7. Shot clock at 6. Kessler passes to Filipowski. Markkanen for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Oh! Look at him fly!
Look at that power. What athletic ability from MP. Plenty of bounce in those legs.
Here's Collier. No points so far. Here's Bailey. Pass to Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. MP, that one's good.
And the 3 ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Now here's MP. He has 29 now. Takes a 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Kessler up top. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Filipowski. Takes the 3. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside, Green. And here's Booker. The 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Booker's got 6.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Allen, he's checked in for Phoenix. Sensabaugh is checked in for Utah. Here's Filipowski. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 6 points for him.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
Here's MP. Pass to Williams. Back to MP. On the wing, Green. Now here's MP. He's got 32 points. And there's Green on the assist by MP. MP's got 3 assists now in this one.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Collier. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Bailey. Fades back. And he gets the bucket.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
On the wing, MP. Covered by Filipowski. Outside, Green. MP inside. Covered by Filipowski. MP, the pass to Green. Shoots over Collier. Again, Phoenix. Good for 2.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
Jazz trail by 19. Pass to Bailey. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now Kessler. For 3, Collier. And it's MP with a rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Brooks. Puts up a 3. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists in the game.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
And so it's MP making things happen for Phoenix, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. Back to the game after this break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And there. Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Williams is checked in for Richards. MP comes in for O'Neal. Brooks, he's checked in for Dunn. And Green is subbed in for Allen. So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Kessler, he's checked in for Nurkic. Filipowski comes in for Niang. Bailey's checked in for Sensabaugh. And it's Collier in for Anderson. Dylan Brooks is out there with MP. Then there's Mark Williams. Then it's Green. And it's Booker in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Now here's MP. Oh, the long ball, no good. Now Kessler. Here's Collier. Kessler, a screen on Booker. Fires the 3. MP pulls it down.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror. He's been carrying the load on offense in this one, and he might as well keep looking for his shot the way he's been going.
Utah with the ball. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Bailey. He's off from 3. The Suns lead by 17. MP right side. And MP throws it down.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Kessler. Down low. Out left to the wing. To the inside. Back to Filipowski. Over Booker. Utah with another miss. Phoenix leading by 19. To the paint. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 6 assists now in the game. Utah has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Suns.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And with just 1 game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history, Grant.
Yeah, losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
And he makes it. MP's got 18 points in just the second half.
Finishing through contact is required in the NBA. MP knows he can't let guys stop him.
Pass to Nurkic. Outside, Williams. 5 to shoot. Here's Niang. Off target from 3-point range. And MP with a basket on the assist by Allen. MP's got 42 in the game. Here's Williams. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Allen brings a double team. Shot by Nurkic, no good. MP left side. No good on the 3. And here is Williams. Out to the right wing. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
And now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
The win was impressive. 40-plus points in the win, another level entirely. When did you know you were in the zone?
Some nights it doesn't hit you until tip-off. There's always so much going on before a game. Logistics, prep, people hitting you up for tickets. Your mind really isn't free until the game starts. Then all that other stuff just kind of falls behind you. And then you actually get to lock in and do your thing. And that's what I did tonight. Sometimes that leads to 30 points. Other nights that's going to lead to 40 or 50. What I can tell you is that I'm going to keep getting mine, and we're going to keep winning more times than not. All I care about is winning, so that's what I'm focused on.
Keep it up, MP. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Brian, back to you.
As always, thank you, Jennifer. And that'll do it, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Up next, the Suns taking on the Spurs. For the Suns, they have been building confidence with each and every game. Every team they face knows they in turn have to bring their best if they expect to beat them. Spurs, Suns is next, right after this. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And the starting group for the Spurs. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. Harper is out there with Fox. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. And for the Suns, MP out there with Williams. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Brooks. And it's Green in at the 2-guard spot. This season just getting going still. How quickly, Greg, can teams gel together and become one?
It really depends on the makeup of your team. How many new guys are on the roster? The style of play. Do the new additions have any previous chemistry with some of your players?
Now, here's Vassell. Inside. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I caught up with the head coach for the Suns. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. MP, no good. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
And here is Fox, after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. MP inside. Guarded by Fox with 3. Booker. Here's Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Harper with the steal. Pass to Sohan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
The tray, and it's MP with the 3. MP's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Phoenix. Fox passes to Sohan. Back to Fox. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And Fox was clearly motivated to get that 3 after they hit one on the other end.
MP outside. Lays it up off the glass. MP's got 8.
This is as good as it gets for first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, nobody is quite sure just how the partnership of Devin Booker and Jalen Green will play out in the desert. They were just one of 3 backcourts to average 20 points per game each last season. But with so many overlapping qualities, it's not the most obvious fit. But many in the league feel that Green could mold himself actually after Booker, and that gives the Suns another potential offensive focal point. Everyone around the league is curious to see how they'll make.
Pass to Castle. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Suns leading. Grayson Allen is out there with Booker. Then it's Williams. Then it's MP. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Who's out there for Phoenix.
That's a smart shot. I love seeing MP take the three in that situation.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Williams. Back to MP. On the wing, Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And that one is off. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Fox. Now, here's Johnson. Over MP. And it's off the back rim. No good. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to Miami.
I'll tell you, they played hard. They drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And missed free throws are killers, especially when you consider how many they missed. Hopefully, they stay late to practice after that.
Phoenix leading by 7. Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one. 1:14 left in the first half. And here's MP for 3. Drills it from outside. MP's got 17 now.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Barnes outside. Wembanyama down low. Working on Williams. Out of bounds. It will go to the Suns. Jalen Green's checked in for the Suns. Then for the Spurs. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Vassell comes in for Johnson. And it's Harper in for Castle. And here's MP for 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs trail by 7. Fox kicks to Harper. Here's Sohan. Excellent D there from Williams.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
The 3 from MP. The 3 is pure from MP.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks Chelsea.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. No good with the triple. And we finish one half of basketball. Suns ahead. They're up by 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Phoenix Suns.
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a point of emphasis.
All right, now, still early on, but thank you for being with us. Now,
and for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
On the court for San Antonio. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. Fox is out there with Harper. And it's Vassell into the small forward. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Green's got the lead up to 13 now for Phoenix. Down low, here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Jeremy Sohan, an emphatic 2 points.
Setting up the half-court offense now.
They've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half-court.
The three from MP. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. MP's got 23.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Vassell wide open. Bangs home the trifecta.
What a response from Vassell, coming right back with the 3 of his own.
And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it." And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
And the 3 ball is good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside. And taking a look here at some numbers for Booker. Great showing for him last season. And his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And again, you gotta love his commitment to excellence. He owns the free throw line. It's truly an impact part of his game. Here's Sohan. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. The Suns in second.
Well, as a coach, it's a relief knowing free throws are almost automatic for your guys.
Allen's checked in for Booker. San Antonio also making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Harrison Barnes comes in for Devin Vassell. And Castle is subbed in for Harper. Over in the corner, Allen. Back to MP. Pass to Brooks. And here is MP. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, Allen. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 4 assists in the game. 1:37 left in the third quarter. Johnson finds Fox. The 3 from Barnes, and he's good on the 3 ball. Barnes has got 5.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
And so Green will bring it up for the Suns. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. And that will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Pass to Barnes. Now Castle. To the middle, trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
The 3 from MP. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Johnson in the corner. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And it's a great sign that Johnson's making threes. That really helps his team.
MP looking around. Takes a 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 15. pass to Wembanyama. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
That's very light work for Wembanyama from that close.
MP high post. From deep, Brooks. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists tonight, and so it's the Phoenix Suns in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their work from beyond the arc has... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And the Suns here with a different look. Mark Williams is checked in for Nick Richards. MP comes in for O'Neal. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Dunn. And Jalen Green subbed in for Allen. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornett. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Kelly Olynyk. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Harper in for Stephon Castle. Dylan Brooks out there with MP. And it's Green. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. MP against Fox. MP kicks to Booker. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Fox is double. Spurs passing it around. In the corner, Sohan with it. Wembanyama, a screen on Booker. Fox from outside. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. Pass to Booker. Well, Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Harper wide open. And again, unable to change momentum here. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
The 3 ball. And Jalen Green hits from deep.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often that's the difference.
And it's Goodwin in the corner. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here are the Spurs. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
O'Neal dishes to MP. And Richards has it in the corner. Back to MP. Shoots the 3. Misses there. So it's the Suns winning easily here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations on the win, MP. You led by example tonight, finishing with a double-double. Talk about it.
Yeah, it's not something I'm thinking about while the game is happening. It's just reading the game and looking for my spots, places where I can make a positive impact, you know? Wherever that happens to be, but you always love to see a double-double. Feels good to fill up the stat sheet.
I'll bet. Congrats, MP.
Appreciate you.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And we'll see you next time.